Right, hello there and welcome to Cuppa Time. I'm thrilled today to have Angie with me. Now, Angie I've known for a little while, but we've not done a Cuppa Time before. So, hello, Angie.
Hello, Fiona, at last.
Nice to see you. So, first of all, for Cuppa Time, you've got a favourite cup, I think, in your hands. Would you like to share what it is and why it's your favourite?
Okay, so this is my favourite cup, and it's got a picture of Eeyore on it, which is so sweet. Yeah, and the colours, obviously, as you can see, purple and white. And purple, if you don't know by now, is one of my favourite colours. So yeah, it's my I adore it, and I adore the character Eeyore. But the cup was actually bought from my two daughters, Holly and Freya.
That's nice.
I'm trying to remember how long ago it was now, but they bought it. For a couple of reasons, but they also said they thought that the character Eeyore, they thought at times I was a little bit like Eeyore, because although I might be a little bit slow and methodical or not necessarily come out with my words and what I want to say quickly, I get there in the end.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter about whether you're the first, last or middle, you know, getting from one point to the other, and you've achieved it, whereas other people might have long gone, given up, but you get there.
Yeah.
So, lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, and occasionally some wise words. They say I have some wise words and some good advice.
I'm sure you do. No, I'm sure you do. It's just, you know, whether people want to listen to you or not. I think that's in life, whether it's older or younger people.
There's always tiggers around me, you know.
Right, lovely. So we're saying about that in your life. What I'd also be interested to find out is, what is it that you do in your life that keeps you being buoyant and the star of an Angie that you are?
No, bless you. I think for a long time, anyone who knows me knows that I'm a little bit of a fitness fanatic. I do like to keep healthy and I do like to keep fit. Yeah. And I think because I've done that for quite a long time, it's part of my daily routine, and it's been a really good prop in so many ways, because there's been health benefits. But I've met some fantastic friends through it, and some great friends. And as a result, it's sort of contributed hugely to just my daily life, my routine, my mental health. You know, with whatever's going on, ups and downs, it's been a great way to just, you know, release, offload, get things out of your system. And I particularly love it when I've got some music on. I mean, I love to run with my friends, and we usually have got great routines and things that we do together, but to just be running with music on as well, music is a great passion of mine. So the two combined, I think, contribute hugely to, you know, everything feeling, or me feeling on top and healthy and focused and positive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that shows in your personal life as well, because you help run your business, but I'm aware that you're also, you've got your programme on radio and you've got interviews that you have with people from the theatre. So having that interest in the music and, you know, it all intertwines. So talking about the business side, how are you adapting or changing things? And that can be, you know, the business or the interviews or
I think, do you mean in general how am I adapting the business to sort of my lifestyle and how it all works? Yeah. Okay, so a lot of my business I'm able, fortunately, and that's only because of years of setting it up and obviously having a really fantastic team in place. Yeah. A lot of the business that I work and concentrate on is usually based from home and sort of maintaining websites, accounts, all that kind of thing, and admin. So it can be quite an insular role. So therefore, again, leading on to, you know, just sort of saying what you said about the fitness, usually my fitness would be my interaction with other people at the beginning of the day. Yeah. And then that would give me a focus to then be able to work, you know, predominantly on my own for the rest of the day. Mm-hmm. And so I fed off of that to then obviously get me motivated so that when I came back home, I would obviously have the energy to do the things that I needed to do with the business. Mm-hmm. So although I have, you know, had a bit of freedom in that respect, that it gives me working independently, it can be quite an insular role, and it can be, you know, depending on what the weather's like outside, it can affect you quite significantly. So it's quite important that I have a routine and I have a structure. But because of that, as a result, over a period of time, I've found that, and my daughters have grown up and they're not having to do school runs or clubs or anything like that. It did free up a little bit more time during the week, and I just decided the one thing that I really am passionate about, that I still enjoy, that I still love, is the theatre, the arts, the dancing, having come from that industry years and years ago. And I just suddenly thought there is no reason to not return to that and get involved with that. I've got some more time, hence we met on the TV presenting course. And I thought, do you know what, do a course, and then why not go and just see if I can get back into the industry with some of the old contacts and set up my own sort of Angie YouTube channel.
Yeah, and that's great. Yeah, and that's great. I was going to ask you as well, because we've not said this before, is so the radio station, how are people managing to put their programmes on for the radio station?
It's quite difficult now. We did have a time where people were still able to go in and do their sort of programs, and then obviously it's become more restrictive, the more careful that everybody's having to be, to the point now where quite a few of the presenters, I've yet to learn how to do it, but I think I'll be able to do it, are doing all their pre-records so that the programs can still go out, although they can't actually physically step into the studio, which I think is fantastic, because they're all of the same frame of mind, and that is everybody's mental strength right now. Positivity is coming a lot from radio and and audio, as we keep seeing all over the internet, but also lots of people still listen to the radio and want to switch off or have some positive music around them. So we have so many programs there that people do present, that are doing their own pre-records for, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Great.
So you're pre-recording what you're doing next then, are you? Because you've got,
I'm hoping to, yeah. I did my last, hopefully. I did my last programme on Sunday, the Sound of Musicals. I actually went to the studio, but I think from now on today I'm going to have to, I do another couple of programmes. I'm going to have to learn how to do pre-records, which I'm hoping. I'm sure you'll do.
Right, so your last question for today, and this is what I'm asking everybody, is because some days there's not been much in the shops, and although they've got stuff in now, have you found anything at the back of a cupboard or a pantry or the bottom of a freezer, or just had to put something together as a meal that's a bit of a weird combination?
Yeah, funny enough, most of the meals and our what we eat and our diet and everything else is only changed slightly in respect of that we're trying to eat obviously more healthier and eat what's recommended. But there was a strange concoction that was presented the other night, and I've never had a sweet potato baked before. Right. Which I love sweet potato, but we had a sweet baked potato with some fried chicken in a white sauce and green beans. And it's not normally a meal that we would normally have. And it was the first time I've had a sweet potato. And we all sat there and we looked at it and we thought, okay, let's see how this is. And it was really lovely. It's really nice.
Yeah, I think some of the things that come out of this period of time are things that some people might adopt, because it's not the standard thing you do. It's something a bit different. And
and going back to what you were saying earlier on, I might have gone off on tangent a little bit, but I was saying about sort of working on my own and all that kind of stuff. I've tried to retain a structure ongoing that's always been like that with the rest of the family, so that they get up in the morning, do their exercise, do the work they need to do, which they've still got to do. We do anything we can do based from home, and then so it keeps the day with some kind of structure and a positive structure, because otherwise you just end up sort of drifting a little bit, don't you? And then time marches on, and then you don't think you've achieved, and then you think, what
and
have
I think days could possibly merge into each other, and unless you've got that structure, you'll come to the end of whatever time period this ends up being, and you'll think, well, what have I done with that time? Whereas, some people need a strict plan, some people need, I'm going to get these things done, just have bullet points. It depends how your mind works and what you need to do in order to get things done. But,
and I think the irony of all of this as well, I'm sure you agree, Fiona, is that we've just literally hit, for the first time in weeks, some beautiful weather. We've had weeks and days of horrible grey days and rain. And I was insulating. I was not insulating, I was isolating. Then I had my days at work, long days at home with the rain and the grey. and now we're not meant to go out, and we've got this gorgeous sunshine and blue sky. So I keep saying to my gang, look, you know, we are fortunate. We are so fortunate that we've got a garden, that we can actually step out the doors and sit in the garden. You know. Yeah.
Well, my washing's out there.
Yeah, mine is too. I think I'm round three.
Right, it's been really lovely hearing from you and seeing you, because
thank you,
a phone call or messaging isn't the same as seeing someone. And I'd like to thank you for coming on, and no doubt I'll speak to you again soon. And I'll look forward to doing whatever we do together.
Yeah, I think we've got plans. We have got plans further down the line, haven't we? So it's lovely to chat to you and finally do something to camera again.
Right, well, thank you very much.
All right, Fiona.
Bye.
Bye-bye.